the original team that was supposed to take and cover a bridge got held up. They just couldn't make it. Mission is already kicked off at 048 400, and they're calling a QRF to go secure this bridge until this other team can
because they're being delayed.
And there's dudes shooting at you.
Oh, I could hear him even from the gunner's seat. I could hear the rounds bounce off to him. Like, Kelly yelling at him, like, get down.
You were yelling at
you.
Both of them were yelling at me. I'm off top. I'm blocked in. I'm literally in this rhythm going from rooftop to balcony to
you got Fortunate
level.
Son playing in your head right then. Just getting it.
I'm going until I got best description I gave. It's like a seal being pulled under by a great white.
Yeah.
I get pulled down, and I didn't do a lot of professional decorum. I'm like, what?
Basically, the days leading up to that actual operation, which you said was Operation what?
Matador.
Operation Matador was the actual operation. So the days leading up, you're performing maintenance on your vehicle, you're getting everything prepped up, you're cleaning your guns, you're making sure your tracks are all good, tight, squared away. Basically doing like, I guess what you could call, PCCs and PCIs for your tanks.
Exactly.
And what time did you guys leave the FOB that morning to begin the mission?
Oh, dark stupid.
Yeah,
I don't remember. I was sitting in the room with. Go ahead.
So what happened is that the original team that was supposed to take and cover a bridge. That's what it was. It was the Golden Gate Bridge that went over the Euphrates. So the team out of, I think it was Camp Raider.
Gannon.
Or Gannon.
Yep.
Camp Gannon?
Yeah.
Camp Gannon or FOB Gannon.
Yeah, it was. I think it was Camp Gannon at that time, but it was It was the one actually on the Syrian border. So it was west of Al Qaim and west where we were at.
Yeah.
That team got held up one way or another. I don't know if they got blown up, whatever happened. They just couldn't make it. And so mission is already kicked off at 048 400, and they're already calling the QRF to at 401.
Right.
Like
the mission started at 0400, and they're calling QRF.
Sunrise, and they're calling a QRF to go secure this bridge until this other team can
because they're being delayed.
Okay.
Because they were not going to meet the objective on time to be in place, because the whole idea was the main force was several miles to the east of where that blocking position was going to be, but they need the blocking position in place because when the main force, they were doing a bridge crossing.
Okay.
And they were going to sweep both the north and south banks of the Euphrates at the same time, pushing east to west to the Syrian border towards the blocking position.
Yeah, they were building like the floating bridges.
Gotcha.
To cross.
Okay, like the Army Corps engineers and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
But the part of that is they need to have the blocking position in place to secure the bridge, because the bridge that the Golden Gate was the one in the area that could support armor and heavy equipment. So they needed to have control of that during the operation, but it also was, that's a block position from where the force is being pushed towards the border at. They wanted people in place there. This unit was Warpig 1, launched out of Gannon. They got bogged down in terrain. Like they weren't making enough time. They were moving too slow because the ground was too soft. The vehicles were getting bogged down. They had to pull them out of the mud. Like they were not going to make the objective on time. So we got the alert.
It's dark, again, using plugger GPS is all like, we need you to cross the desert over here.
Yeah.
By the way,
we need you to cross the desert
into this town.
We have a map, but there's not really like anything on it. So good luck.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Half the buildings are missing.
Yeah, we ran that earlier in the tour, but we were alerted early in the operation. Like when it first kicked off, it was like, and when we hit Low and I talked, like, the hell, what's going on? Like it just started. Why are we already on alert? We didn't know what was going on. We got the alert, and the three of us went out to the tank and got it ready to go. Staff Sergeant Brunton went to the Tactical Operations Center because that's where he goes to get the briefing on what the alert is about for the QRF, and then he come back to us with the information. Here's where we're going. Off we go. And we had a delay because we went out to the tank. We were hanging out there, and we're just waiting and waiting and waiting because they're watching everything happen with Warpig 1, and they're debating when to launch us, if they're going to launch us at all, if Warpig 1 can make the objective or not. And when it became obvious that Warpig 1 was not going to make the objective on time, that's when we got the green light to launch and head out to the bridge.
Okay. So that's where your objective was once you got the information from the like the op center or whatever it was. Yeah. They said, hey, look, these guys aren't going to be able to make it in time. Based on our timelines, we need you guys to do it, instead of them.
Yeah, so Lieutenant Brian Stan was in charge of the QRF team.
Okay.
So he's like, we're leaving, we're going.
Lieutenant Brian Stan.
Lieutenant Brian Stan.
Okay. He was in charge of the whole QRF?
Correct.
Okay. And so he was the one that dictated that you guys were going?
Yeah, we were all. It was a team of 4 Humvees?
4 Humvees and the 2 tanks.
4 Humvees and 2 tanks, and you were one of the tanks. You guys, okay. And so, what time did you actually DFL from the base? Like depart the?
I can't remember.
Yeah, it had to be like 4 a.m.
4 or 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
it was not
way
5 o'clock.
Yeah, it was way before sunrise because we watched the sunrise as we were moving out.
Oh, did you?
Through
the city,
through one of the cities.
Okay, so you left around 4 or something, probably when it's still super dark out. How long of a drive was it from where you said you were at Al-Qaim, like the Fob-Qaim or whatever? How far was the drive to the location you were heading?
Half hour?
About a half hour?
Yeah.
Some a little bit more.
Somewhere around there.
Okay. Yeah, it's from what I know after the fact, it was a 10-minute flight direct from point A to point B from where we were at, from Al-Qaim, from the bridge to Al-Qaim. So extrapolate that, 30 minutes drive.
Okay,
as a crow flies.
Did you make it to that location?
As soon as we hit the city, the fight was on.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was small arms fires coming at us.
At the tank from all over.
At the QRF team, they were just
vehicle-borne IED coming at us.
Yeah,
a vehicle-borne IED.
Couple of them.
Oh yeah.
Did they detonate?
No, we got them before they were able to.
They were stopped.
What did you get them with?
240.
Coax.
240.
Oh, the coax 240 shot them, and did they detonate, or
No.
you just took the drivers out?
To exist.
Okay, so you stopped the drivers essentially.
Yeah.
How did they end up like checking the vehicles to see?
They did afterwards. Yeah.
Like way afterwards,
Way
probably.
afterward,
Yeah.
And in that same area too, the same unit would encounter more VBIEDs later in the operation, and one of them would hit one of the War Pig Humvees and destroy it. Cause several casualties. Like literally, I think it was the next day when they left the position to go start the recovery. One of the War Pig 2 Humvees was hit by another VBIED and was destroyed, and they suffered no KIA, but just everybody was wounded.
Yeah.
In the Humvee from that VBIED, but
and that's the hardest part about it. You don't know it's a VBIED until
it's right on top
check it out. Check it out afterwards. You know, you got this car coming at you, and you light it up.
We just thought it was.
What made you? What like? How did you know to shoot at those?
AK-47. Drivers shooting AK-47 out the window.
Who saw that?
I got the order from
Yeah, I told them to light it up.
So you saw it, and you're like, the dude's sticking an AK out the window, firing at us. Shoot him.
Yeah.
Easy. Well, that's probable cause and probable intent. he's literally trying. He's shooting at you actively. Okay, so that clears it up a little bit, and then you're like, Roger, you shoot him with the coax, no problem. The scary one is when it's like if they're not doing anything like that and they're just driving towards you, because like how do you tell?
It's also 4 a.m. in Iraq, and there's an active operation going on there.
And they're coming. They're
barreling down.
Pedal to the metal towards tanks.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's probably a fair point too. If they're driving towards you at 4 a.m. and it's dark, was it dark out at that time?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Were there street lights on or anything?
Oh, there's no street lights.
No street lights.
No.
There's no power.
No power up there.
There's no power.
You're taking like small arms fire, RPG fire from tops of buildings. Like
were RPGs a threat to the tank? A significant threat?
Not a significant threat.
An RPG-7 was our only threat, but I never saw any.
An RPG-7?
Yeah, they were a little bit.
It's their anti-armor one, but it's like if they got a high angle shot on us from above, shooting down into the turret,
which they had,
because while they're doing the coax stuff, I was on the 240 on the top of the turret, and I'm engaging everything to the left of the main gun. So I'm shooting the guys on the rooftops. They were shooting down at us as we're rolling through the city. Exposed.
Oh, geez.
As these guys are doing the coax
stuff. Before all the big armor deflectors and everything.
Yeah.
You're just like out in a flat turret with nothing but the 240 on what a scissor mount or something?
It was a skate mount.
A skate mount?
Skate mount. And I had actually had a 240 Golf, so I actually had the butt stock and the pistol grip, so I didn't even have the spade grip. So I rolled it over, and I was engaging rooftops, and then as we're going to the intersections, I'm going from rooftops to balconies to street level. As we're passing the blocks,
and there's dudes shooting at you.
Oh, I could hear him even from the gunner's seat. I could hear him the rounds bounce off the him. Like Kelly yelling at him, like get down.
You were yelling.
You were yelling. Both of them were yelling at me. I'm off top. I'm blocked in. I'm literally in this rhythm going from rooftop to balcony to
you got
street
fortunate
level.
sun playing in your head right then. And just getting it. Yeah.
I'm going. And one of the things I learned from the guys that went through Fallujah ahead of us, the loader that was on the tank before us, when he got the 240 ready to go, he didn't use the standard 7.62 200 round can. He modified a 50 cal can so he can pack almost 400 rounds into the ready can.
Oh, nice.
And that's what I had on there for that start in the morning. And I'm glad I did, because I was just letting it loose, and I'm going from rooftop to balcony to street level as we're rolling.
Did you see anybody with like RPGs up there that you were hitting?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you were probably potentially stopping some cash.
I was just letting it loose. I mean, I was just going burst after burst, just going from rooftop and just going to this rhythm.
Yeah.
And it was interesting because we're coming through these intersections, and the further into the city you get, more and more people kept showing up.
Well, and it's not like you can't hear us coming.
It's like a huge loud tank.
And we're fighting as we're going out there, because our tank's engaging, our other tank's engaging, the Humvees are engaging. There's a rolling gunfight going on there.
Yeah.
And the city's waking up around us as we had this rolling gunfight going.
And the mission was to get to the bridge, so we're not stopping.
Were these the gas turbine engines?
Yes.
Okay, so they're loud. They're loud engines.
Screaming.
Screaming, yeah.
And as we kept getting closer to the city, it's like I went from the initial group was like 1 or 2 guys on the rooftop and like maybe a guy in the balcony and like 1 or 2 guys in the street. Like we got closer into the city and there was like 4 or 5 guys on the roof, and then 2 or 3 in the balcony, and there was like 8 or 9 guys in the street. And I'm just letting it loose as we go.
Are these all just in like a full on just insurgency, or
these guys? It turns out these guys were the real deal, like AQI, like Al Qaeda in Iraq.
They're okay. So they're actual Al Qaeda.
These guys, they were like decked out in black equipment, like black tactical gear, like they were no shit there to fight like us.
Yeah.
Like we weren't fighting the local militias fittings like these guys.
They were foreign fighters from various places. Probably some of them were from Syria. Some might have been from Turkey, Chechens, maybe some Yemenis, Jordanians. Any of these countries all over the Middle East that like are working with some bad guys that wanted to come get some against Americans.
Yeah. Now, said I was doing stuff while they were working the coax, and mind you, while this is going on in the tank, like they're talking to each other, engaging, going over their targets. I'm giving correction to the driver as we're going down there. We're having our own conversation. We're all on the same intercom while all this combat's going, and we're also hearing all the platoon and other traffic on the radio as well.
Did you have your helmet on with your comms in?
Yeah.
So you could hear everything that they were saying down in the turret.
And I was ignoring those two for the most part, because they were also, I can hear them, hey, get in here, get down here, because I was working on the 240 until I felt it. The best description I give is like a seal being pulled under by a great white.
Yeah.
I got pulled down.
Who pulled you down?
Probably me.
No,
probably you.
100% you.
Because you could hear the small arms fire or something building up.
And I was oblivious to it because I'm just up there doing the work on the 240.
It was only a matter of time before one of those rounds goes through the hatch and then starts bouncing around
inside.
and then the turret.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Is that something that's happened before? Not necessarily to your tank, but does that happen?
I'm sure.
No, and we were getting fragments inside. Like there's stuff hitting the hatch behind me. There was fragments both bouncing inside the turret, and I was oblivious to it because I'm up top just doing my business.
Yeah.
I get pulled down, and I was very didn't provide, do a lot of professional decorum. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
and
like, he's like, your hatch.
Yeah, he's like,
shut your hatch.
And then Lowe, the gunner, he looks back and gives me like, bro, can you please like just do the thing.
Yeah, get us buttoned up.
Yeah. So when you're inside of the tank, like, is there anybody that's seated up higher up than other people?
These two.
Yeah,
I am.
You two have seats that are a little bit more elevated. Is the driver like in the front bottom?
I'm down in the hull. They're up in the turret that spins around.
Okay.
360, and
you're like the person who's deepest into the tank.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, and I'm seated down below under his knees in the gunner's seat.
Alongside the gun.
Yeah.
Okay. Not like directly in front of the actual gun, like where the bore is going to like fire backwards or anything.
Oh, that goes between
the
three of us.
The loader and the tank commander and me. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I know that there's a piece of the story that you have that takes place after this whole thing. We'll get to that piece as well, because I know you were sitting down in the middle where that breach was like coming back and almost hitting you in the chest. Or you?
That's me.
Okay, well, we're going to talk about that. That's after this stuff. Anyway, you're rolling through the city. You're taking tons of small arms fire. There's probably people with RPGs attempting to shoot you guys. You make it to the bridge, right? When you finally got to the bridge, what was there? Did you see anything? Like, can you describe that?
We pull off the hardball onto basically a farmer's road.
Yeah,
dirt road.
Like a dirt road.
Yeah,
one of the things where you should never be. Don't park on a dirt road.
Yeah.
You don't know what's there. So there's 2 Humvees, 2 tanks, and 2 more Humvees. This is supposed to be pretty short. We shouldn't be here that long.
Yeah.
Like they always say. We were there quite a while. We were sitting ducks forever just hold the bridge, don't let anyone cross. That's all it was.
How far was the bridge from that dirt road you were on?
It was short.
Less than 100 meters.
Yeah.
Because you just basically were holding security on the bridge to make sure nobody crossed it.
On the bridge, we were off the bridge.
We were west of the bridge, so we could see the span of the bridge.
Right, but you were just holding security to say, don't let anybody cross the bridge, essentially.
That was the order.
And how long did you guys sit there for, you think?
A few hours.
Yeah.
While they were conducting the clearance of the river.
Way far away from us, though.
Yeah, about 4 miles east of us. Plus, Warpig 1 was still making their way to us, to our position, which was their position. We were just holding it until they got there.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Because they were the ones who were supposed to go the first place, yeah. Did they eventually make it up there to replace you guys?
They did.
Okay.
And, the hours leading up to that, we're busy holding the bridge, and we were engaging, we were oriented to the north. Like the turret was looking to the north side of the river.
Yeah.
So we were looking at potential threats and very verifiable threats to the north side of the river. Our wing tank, Sergeant Miller, was looking to the south, back to the way we just came. So he was looking back that direction.
And then watching all the buildings behind us.
Correct, because we were getting fire from that direction too. And as the sun came up and got higher in the sky, we're on this elevated canal road that ran parallel to the Euphrates. Yeah. So we're out in the open on an elevated position with no cover. Yeah. And as the sun came up, the fire started picking up. Yeah. And
people started shooting at you guys again?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it was more and more. Yeah. Yeah. It never stopped, really.
And then in the morning, it's like I'm up top in the turret, and, only my top of my shoulder, my head's exposed. I'm up there with binoculars looking for targets for him and the tank commander, because I'm out there as a loader. I'm just up there just looking up for targets. I find something, I call him, hey, bring the gun left, and walk him on to where so he can get the optics on there, identify a potential threat. And then
the gunners from the gunner seat, you're limited view. I mean, only through your sight.
Yeah, so. It was just a pretty narrow field of view, all things considered.
Yeah, I mean, depending on what power I'm in, but yeah, it was easier for him to walk me on.
So I was up top just spotting targets for him and identifying, found the RPG team that we ended up neutralizing with the heat round from the main gun, and then...
That was where you were at that bridge when that happened?
Correct.
Yes. Okay, so that heat round that you fired through the brick wall was at that bridge.
Yeah, he walked me on, and then I saw what he was looking at, and through my thermals, I could see the bodies peeking around with the RPGs and their AKs. And
how far away do you think that was?
600?
Yeah, probably about 700 yards.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing.
Yeah, and I only spotted them because I just saw somebody a pair of hands go around this corner, holding an RPG launcher, launch it. They weren't, stepping out making, because they were trying to stay concealed. But I saw the launch, and I'm launching.
They launched it?
Oh yeah.
They launched it the same way they fire the AKs.
Exactly.
They fire an RPG, not even looking.
Just hold around the corner, fired it, and then I could see there was at least 3 guys back there. They had one guy launching. They had one guy, you can see him reload, and there's another guy holding a bundle of the warheads behind him. So I caught that, and I walked him on to him. I'm like, hey, what do you see? And he switched over to the thermals. Yeah, I got 3 guys, and then they talked over, ROI, because we had the clearance to fire the main gun. Because leading up to that, they told us we were main gun tight, which means we fire every weapon system but the main gun, unless we absolutely needed to. Because close proximity to the infantry and the other vehicles on there, the main gun's gonna rock you.
Yeah. How close were the infantry guys in the Humvees near you?
Oh, they're pretty close.
20, 25 meters.
Yeah.
Do you think they felt that?
Oh yeah.